One more time. Halito. How you doing? Peace and blessings, Aborigine family. Peace and blessings. Realize TV in the house. Shout out to all my Aborigine family. It's good to be back full in effect. It's good to be back full in effect. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming back to put that, put my knees on their necks. That's what I'm trying to do. You hear me? How you doing, Alex? Alex in the house. How you doing? Halito to you. Halito to you. Peace and blessings to everybody who's coming in the chat slowly but surely. It's been a while. It's been a while. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I had to get better, For those who have watched me on Instagram, saw a couple of pictures of mine and seen that I have lost a little bit of weight because I was sick. My potassium level was really, really, really severely down. You can't keep a good man down, you hear me? Shout out to Mr. Dog Fly Brother in the house, Mr. Dog Fly Brother. Shout out to Salt and Sunkiss in the house. Shout out to Copper D in the house. Alaria in the house. How you doing? How you doing? It's amazing how fast a brother can fall and, fall within weeks of being sick. You know what I'm saying? I thought I had the COVID. I ain't had the COVID. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have the COVID. Shout out to Tony. I didn't have the COVID. I had dealing with low potassium that caused me to lose weight within 2 weeks. I was just looking bad, feeling bad, could not drink, could not eat, so barely could sleep. I was so sick. I could not consume anything in my body. It was just so bad. It was bad. You know what I'm saying? And it was hard for me to talk, hard for me to walk. I had bad cramps in my legs. I was steady getting Charlie horses and not able to walk. I was getting severe cramps all over the place. Dealing with diarrhea, dealing with vomit. Not didn't have any taste. All of this sounds like the COVID-19. I know half of you guys are like, oh, you must have had that COVID. But I had the COVID. You heard me? I didn't have the COVID. I didn't have the COVID. Okay, so I had. It's me not taking my medicine the way the doctor did prescribe that medicine. I had it was prescribed for me to take that potassium pill, and I took it the first time. Didn't take the refills. Okay, took it the first time. Didn't get the refills, and that's all on me. Okay, so now I'm at a good part right now in my life. I'm feeling stronger. I'm better. I'm out here ready to come after these, defend our nation. And this is what I'm here for, to defend our nation of people. Because I still see them out here, trying to shit on our people. And I want you guys to understand this, that there are narratives that they got out here in the United States that all melanated people come from Africa. Okay? They still have the narratives like that. You know what I'm saying? So Mr. Dark Cloud Brother say, I take potassium every day too. Yes, and brother, I'm definitely gonna be taking potassium, taking my pills, and so I can feel better. Yes, I feel much better, y'all. It was bad. For those who saw me on Instagram, I lost, went from 245 pounds to 213 pounds in 2 weeks. You'd have thought I was on dope or something. You'd have thought I was like some HIV or something. You'd have thought I was on cancer patient. And that's just how you can be up one day. You can be up, and the next day you can fall. So these days are not given to you. these days are not giving to you. You can be up one day and the next day you can be on your ass. Okay? You can be on your ass. I have told people about pre-existing things that are happening to us as a nation of people. We deal with diabetes, we deal with high blood pressure, we deal with multiple issues. We deal with multiple issues. You know what I'm saying? So as a whole, we got to get better. So I'm gonna take advantage of losing that kind of weight that fast. I'm just glad it stopped. And I was like, oh my God, I was afraid to come. You know, I couldn't even show myself in public because it was just I didn't like what I looked like. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just glad that I'm back, able, strong, ready to get it. You know what I'm saying? We have to understand that we are in some trying times as a nation of people. We are in some trying times. They are trying to wipe our people off the face of the planet. This is our agenda. Agendas. We have several agendas. This ain't about just COVID-19 and all these other issues. We're talking about population control in other manners. There are other things that they are doing to our people, and we're just silent about it. Give me 1 second, 504 Indigenous warrior. And you have to understand that they have agendas on every platform that you go on. When you see social media, we got people, and this is what I've been saying, why white folks are so stupid. They so they believe that they are protected when it comes down to what they are doing in this movement. There are gonna be some white people that are gonna go down too. There are gonna be some white people that are gonna be going down in this process too. And I want you guys to understand that they really believe that the rich love them. The rich don't love them. And that's why you see these trailer park people out there in the trailer park. They really believe that government loves them, that they love their country. First of all, this ain't your goddamn country. It never was a country. And things what we have to understand our country. We got to stop. I like to say removing our self-pain. What we do when we call ourselves immigrants in our own land. Shout out to Grizzly in the house. Grizzly in the house, and we got Johnny in the house. We got some nice people in the chat. You heard me? We got some nice people in the chat. And I want you guys to understand that you get to sit back, watch, see things that are going on. We are learning every day on how they feel about us as a nation of people. I have been on TikTok. My brother 504 Indigenous Warrior, B Prince in the house, gave me a video, and there was this brother that we both liked, and this brother was really a sellout. The way he attacked this Chief Soul on YouTube. He attacked him, talking about all black people or came here on slave ships. All black people are Africans. And see, we got the problem. It's a problem when you deal with our own people. You have to understand there is a problem. We're gonna have problems from the mongoloids. We have problems from Spanish. I like to say Mexican people. We're gonna have problems from all kinds of nations of people. But you don't expect that from your own people. You don't expect that from your own tribe. You don't expect that they'll be the worst people that'll sell you out. But guess what? It is. Melanin people will sell you out. People that look like you. And I have told y'all so many times that all skin folks are not kin folks. All skin folks that look like you does not mean that they are you. They are a part of you. So before I would like to it's so my gratitude to have this young brother on panel right now. They've been attacking this young brother all the great work that he does, he'd be on the neck. He'd be on the neck of these mongoloids. Be on that neck. And they scared of him, and they in Instagram keep on blocking his channel, keep on knocking his work. What's up, Nas? What's going on, brother? Grizzly House.
You talking to me, Peanut?
I was talking to Grizzly. We got Grizzly in the house.
Yeah, he gotta unmute his mic.
Yeah, unmute your mic, little brother. I think it's probably his first time doing this. Next try, I think I'm getting another request.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, Grizzly?
Hey, not much. Not much.
It's my honor and pleasure to have you. This is one of the we our community. We have to get behind the young brothers, the young chiefs that are fighting, that are out there doing the work on the ground. We have to be able to come together and realize that these young brothers, man, our young brothers are not dumb and stupid, and they know this they know their history, they know everything. This boy be killing people on social media. You know, it's great to see. Shout out to Willie Hare. Shout out to Leonard. How you doing today? How you doing right now? How you doing? So tell everybody what happened to you on Instagram. You got to keep changing it up.
You talking to me, brother?
Yes, I'm talking to you now.
Well, on Instagram, I lost my old page that had 2,000 followers on it. I've been in too much bullshit with these hating ass mongoloids, and they've been attacking me almost every day. And it went up to the point where they start restricting my account.
Really?
Yeah, and this is my 13th account that I made like 3 days ago.
Could you tell people what is your background and what tribe you're from? A lot of people who don't know him, please follow him on Instagram. Let's get his Instagram followers back up, because like I tell you, he be having his foot on the necks of the people on TikTok and Instagram. So he has become a threat. They made him a threat where they're trying to destroy all of his accounts. Shout out to Pony Locks. Pony Locks in the house. So tell us about your background, and if you guys see him, man, you know you got to visit. But check him out, bro.
But yeah, though, my tribes are Anayuia, which is another word for Cherokee, on Choctaw, um, and I'm Muskogee, and my bloodline is Yamasi.
Wow. And what inspired you to come out, and actually, start teaching the truth? What inspired you? Shout out to Copper Colored Nation.
What inspired me was I was a Pan African few years ago, and at first I didn't believe that we were indigenous to America, like we all just came from Africa. But then my family, which is my grandma, my dad, my aunt, they all told me that they were all Indians. And at first, I didn't believe them, but they always told me that they were Indians. They never mentioned African. Well, they sometimes say black, which is a misnomer, but most of the times they just said American Indians or Indians. And my grandma told me that uh, they are from the Creek and Cherokee tribes, straight
Wow, you
from
must have done a lot of homework.
Mississippi.
You did a lot of homework, I noticed, because after you learned the word, you must have just went into the books and said, hell with it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chris Jackson, just come in the house. We got Grizzly Bear on. I like to call him Little Grizzly Bear. You hear me? He's telling us a little bit about himself. Shout out! I got my co-host. You got any questions you want to ask the young brother? Because you pretty much follow him on everything he do. Indigenous warrior. Go ahead, brother.
Oh yeah, that's my boy. I kick it with him on there, you did, because at the end of the day, he had let me know that they was he was beefing with the mongoloids, and I had told him welcome to the crew, because
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
who our main problem is today is the mongoloids, because they feel like we coming after them. At the end of the day, you have to realize this, man. We can't come for something that was already ours. You see, they just trying to cover their tracks. They don't want it because they've been exposed. The time is up, man. You can't. The time is up. You can't be American and Native at the same time. Pick one.
That's right.
True.
I think
You
was
got
last night. They even got so frustrated to the fact that last night, I 1,000 people in my chat. I have never had 3,000 people in my chat. That is the first time. Shout out to Gretchen Helm. That many people want to listen to why this dark complexion man saying that he
hey,
is an indigenous man in
hey,
this world.
hey, back out and come back in, bro.
Breaking up.
Yeah, back out and come back in.
You talking to me?
Yeah, it's like I hear a bunch of static and friction.
I'm not the one static, and it's you.
You
Yeah,
sure?
I can hear some sort of static on here.
Yeah, let me. I might
Okay, y'all
refresh
hearing
my
the
phone.
static from me? Hearing the static from me?
Yeah, it's from you, bro.
Take a look. You guys chop it up. That's what you guys got to understand. This is what stream. I got to chop it up and chop back.
But yeah, go back to what he was saying, like earlier, what he was saying about the guy who was districts. For those who don't know who he was talking about, I ain't gonna say the guy's name because I don't want to give him no followers. But it's the guy y'all been seeing around um, with the red beard and the red mustache. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all go should be able to find out who it is from there. He did the Bobby Charles Corn story in Louisiana. He's from Louisiana, but yeah, he did a video disrespecting the melanated guy who was explaining to people, letting them know, hey man, get off the African stuff. We was already here. We American Indians. Stand up for what you know and your people and acknowledge who you are. And he is this person that, how can I say this? He want to be the all eyes Haru. I'm sorry, Horus. All eyes Horus. So that's what everybody just want to claim Horus. And he just have this African thing about him, which I don't care, don't knock the people because that's what your thing. But at the end of the day, though, I say educate yourself on this subject before you go and attacking people and you don't have the right information. You just can't. That's just like me going to attack someone about a matter and I don't know no information on that subject. I rather know what I'm talking about before I go expose myself and do a video on somebody and don't know nothing.
Shout out to Maria. We see Maria just came in the chat. Could you guys hear me clear? I sound like I can hear myself clear. Could you hear me?
Oh, you good now, bro?
Okay, yeah. We gonna have some technical difficulties in and out because this is what they do on stream, y'all. When we speak in facts, and I want you guys to understand, when you speak in facts and you coming at motherfuckers, they don't they be trying to stop you from your truth. And the bottom line is, we got them running. We got them running. I had a to the point where they want to be disrespectful. They was talking about my mother. I had three. I was holding it down with 3,000 people attacking me. Of course, they were turned. I changed the minds of the people. Some people that was listening to me started to change the minds because they started to. I get to educating, and then they started changing changing their mindset on what they were talking, because it's amazing that you get these women who come on, and they the first thing before they want to learn anything about you, they attack you. What is your language? What is this? They start asking you, what is your
True.
dance? These are the questions that they ask, that when you talk to a mongoloid, the first thing they want to know is, what is your language? What is your dance? And why do you? What one person told me, you look native, but you talk black. You tell me, you tell me what kind of fuckery is that? You look native, but you talk black. I
Well,
have never heard stupidity like this in my life.
like I told
I
you
never
earlier.
heard that stupid shit.
I never heard nothing like that. And
You
last
know,
night, I found myself, just like I was talking. It was you 504 Digitalist Warrior, and like I told you, it's always our people. The brother, I don't Nas. I don't know if you know about the brother who have the red beard. I think he have a pink beard or a red beard,
he's a
motherfucker.
red beard, a red nose. I mean, a red beard with a red mustache. I'm not gonna say his name, like I said earlier. I'm not gonna say his name
Yeah,
to give
he's
him no
very
followers.
famous.
But he's TikTok and Facebook famous, and like I said earlier. But it just like I said earlier, man. Before you go and
Shout out to Rainstorm.
show your ignorance, at least educate yourself on the matter before you go and expose somebody, so-called expose somebody, or do a video on someone. What I mean is, I'm not going to go argue with somebody that's a Pan-African, and I know nothing about fucking being Pan-African. Why would the fuck I do that? I'm going to open myself up for that. But you try to tell the young chief soul down because he was trying to tell the people, hey, man, get off the African-American kick, man. Y'all American Indians, stand up for the people, acknowledge who you are, walking proud, and stuff like that. He was encouraging people to know. But when you got how can I put this in a nice way,
Sambo, Sambo.
Okay, there you go. Okay, we'll
When you
use
got
that
Sambo
term.
in the house, and let me tell you something. When you got a motherfucker that say, master, are you sick? I'm sick too, master. When you got a motherfucker up there that's so far up his fucking ass that he'll sit there and say that all of us come on slave ships, that we all were slaves in this, that we come from Africa. Bitch, and I was looking at his light-skinned motherfucking ass. It's always motherfuckers who's in the kitchen, the motherfucker in the kitchen, who sit up there and sell out the whole nation. Sell out the whole nation. Shout out to EP in the house. EP in the house. We got Brother Lawrence in the house. We got Lawrence Burton in the house. I don't understand. You can't make the shit up. We got motherfuckers that sell us out more than anybody. When you talk about the culture, when you talk about who we are as a nation of people, it's our people who fuck up a wet dream. It's our people who fuck that wet dream up. Go ahead, brother. Shout out to Chief Red Stones in the house. Shout out to Keith Graham. My brother Keith Graham, shout out to you. Where you at, 504 Indigenous Warrior? You got quiet. The cat got your tongue?
Nah, man, I'm still at work. The cat ain't get my tongue yet. Maybe when I get off from work, it'll get it done. But not right now. But
oh, you said boy. Knowledge seeker in the house. Knowledge seeker
yeah,
in the house. Let me tell you something about knowledge
I'm
seeker.
saying, but I
That brother
understand
got that. That's the right name for him, knowledge seeker. Go ahead, brother.
well, no, I'm just saying though, bro. I understand what they're saying. The whole word, the word, how they came with the term Indian, all that where it come from, and I understand all that. But knowing thyself is a powerful thing. Because if you know that, like the young man just told you his whole history of his family and stuff, he's not afraid to admit he was a Pan-African at one time. It's okay to admit you was a Pan-African. But when you know the truth, walk in their light as the truth, man. Be yourself and be yourself at 100%. You see what I'm saying? Don't just go tear another person down because you don't know the truth. You see what I'm
Well,
saying?
when the school, you got to understand, Indigenous Warrior, when the school system, and this goes back to the school system and what I be telling people, colonizing. You have to understand that a lot of us was in class. I knew my grandmother told me that I was Aborigine, told me that I was an Indian. I knew my grandmother, my mama, I know they told me who I was. But you get influenced by the school system. When you go to school, you have to understand these things. When we go to school, you're being indoctrinated, okay? So they brought you into schools and they start bringing roots upon, or roots. They started giving you nothing but slave movies. And I have always told people, I say, you know what? Who were you before slavery time? Shout out to DBPA. Who were you before there was ever in existence of slavery? And you guys are so busy and you guys allow these people to only talk about slavery. You act like nothing of your history existed other than slavery, which is fucked up because our ancestors were more than just fucking slaves. Okay? So I'm sick of it. I'm sick of our people who have put us in this situation. Who have put us in this situation. And it's crazy.
Shout out to my homie Telepack the God, man. I see you in the butcher.
Got on in. Yeah, Grizz, we had lost you, huh, Grizz?
Yeah, I had to shut my phone off because I thought my phone was doing that static and echo because I couldn't hear nothing.
Okay, I want you guys. We're gonna get down to this about the foundation of where we come from and who we are and everything. And we have been spurred in the minds to believe that all from boats and ships. Okay, people don't have an idea in their mind, and I know a lot of you guys don't believe in Pangea. You guys don't even with Pangea, but let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. Let me see. I got on a speaker and hood, and I. Now I'm getting tired of losing my voice. Okay, I'm getting tired of losing my voice. I want people to understand. I see Jersey in the house. I want people to understand. But you have to. A shout out to Brandon Rogers. And let me see. I was trying to give a shout out to Ladarius. Shout out to Ladarius. I want people to understand this. Let's break it down. What makes most sense to you? A land that was connected together, or a land that is spread apart? What makes more sense to you? A land that is spread together, or a land that is separated? Now you have to say, if there was such thing as dinosaurs. And shout out to MC, shout out to my chief, Chief Sunal. And you have to understand, let's make some sense of land barriers. That the fact that South America was connected to Africa. See, nobody wants to get to these islands. These islands that you see that are floating in the water were connected to America. Hawaii was connected with once land. Well, you got a lot of these lands. When you talk about all these brothers that's sitting on the island, how the fuck these people got on the island? How are you gonna tell me that all ships that they all sailed and they all went different places and that they all were scattered abroad? You can get I can buy on sailboats 12. I can buy on I buy like 5 or 12 people coming on sailboats, but you hit me when we don't have engines, and you can bring massive people across the water. Hit me wrong when you sit there and you talk like that. Okay? So when we talk about people who came over on donkeys, who can go over there and do trades, we traded with people from Africa. We traded with these people. Them people knew us as navigators. They knew us as people who would travel and run around no fucking Moors. See, don't give me the fucking Moor contact. I don't want to hear no fucking Moors. Don't tell me about fucking Moors. Moors has nothing to do with what I'm talking about on navigating. Don't fucking tell me about Kemet. Don't tell me about something that was told in reverse. That pyramids was over here just as well as there. If they would drop bombs on in Oklahoma, what you think they would fucking do on pyramids and existing and things that's worth our people? What they would do in America? Do you really believe that they want to keep evidence of your truth? Do you believe that they would keep the evidence of things that they see? They would never let you know the truth. The Grand Canyon is full of our truth. These grounds, these burial grounds, our truth, all nation. A lot of you guys have to do your research. You got to understand that they are hiding more than you know.
Yep.
And been hiding more than you know. They will tell you the theory that you came on boats. They'll tell you impossible bullshit that you came here on slaves. They'll give you the fucked up that you came for some unknown land. And you are not connected to this day. I don't give a damn if somebody took you away from your country. You still going. You're going to be connected on 504. There's no way in the world somebody can take you and just take your language and things that doesn't make sense. Shout out to Halito to Real Talk TV. Shout out to you. It does not make sense. We are tired of listening of what they have told us. You are nothing but a guinea pig. You are nothing but you so vulnerable, people. Our people are so vulnerable, and we are so vulnerable to the lies of what they have told us. Yep. None of y'all want to think of how we got here. How could you believe if you are the original people of the world? If your color is dominant in science, if you mix with a person, a black, if you mix with a Chinese person, if you mix with somebody from Russia, I don't give a damn who you mix with, that your bloodline be so dominant. You because your bloodline is so dominant. That's why the men are so fucked up right now, because they uneducate our men. They know what to do. They'll our men in a mindset. That's what they do. They don't want us to populate because they know who you are. You know who you are. That's the bottom line.
Yep.
Go ahead. Grizzly in the house.
Oh no, I was just agreeing with you about everything, but what it doesn't get me is when I tell the truth about who I am, like being an original American. See, that's what my dad says too. My dad calls himself original American, and every time when I tell people of who I am, people want to like say, oh no, you're not indigenous to America. You from Africa. You are mixed with European and all types of bullshit.
Yeah, that's the quick thing that they do. And if you ever heard them talk, they love to talk about Ethiopians that are in Africa, and talking about they got people like us that look like us in Ethiopia that's in East Africa. But look, y'all said we was from West Africa, motherfucker. I mean, let's not contradict what you say. You said you said that we were from West Africa. And if we are from West Africa, why can't we not find the DNA that we belong in West Africa? Why is there's no physical proof, no scientific proof that we are connected to Africa? All they can say is we somewhere from West Africa. DNA is a whole. DNA cannot go that many years. People got to understand DNA cannot possibly go that many years. Shout out Johnny. Johnny. I want to know what you think about that 504 digits work. DNA and the generations and the generations and the generations. If you really think that you can find your great grandmother, who it is, you can find they and connect. You can find and connect DNA to now. Could you do that? How could you find your way? And there's no, and even Africans have admit that. Shout out to D. Harris. Even Africans admit that this has been a hoax. So what
See,
you
and
think about it?
cause you see, and I watch couple YouTube videos about these DNA test companies, and these white people be telling in our faces that it is for entertainment purposes only. And then Red Kettles, that is ahead of the African DNA company, he on 60 Minutes, he told this white lady it can only trace you 0.01% of your DNA to Africa.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Look, man, I was
Look,
watching a video on TikTok where a man was doing his DNA. He laid up there and he took the DNA test. He swabbed the mouth of a goddamn I want to say iguana and mailed it all to the DNA people that think than me.
talking.
Mailed it all
Wait,
to him.
hold up. We're gonna try to mute. We're gonna mute our mics so you can talk.
Okay, I'm
So there was a video on TikTok where the man was showing people the scam about the DNA test and stuff like that there. So he laid up there and took the DNA of an iguana, swabbed the mouth and everything. He's showing you everything. Swabbed it, put it in that thing, mailed it all. It comes back, the fucking iguana DNA from West Africa. I can't make this shit up. It's straight up. I can't make it up, bro. How the fucking iguana DNA is from West Africa? The same people who y'all be using for the DNA test, 23andMe and Ancestry and all the folks, yeah, them people. Yeah. He just showed you how it was a scam.
It's amazing to me. First thing that they do, they try to attack us and they try to call us names and they call us all kinds of names. I have told people many times, I say, you have said when the first thing that they do, they like to call people names. And that's what they do because they're ignorant. You have a lot of ignorant motherfuckers. And I people, the biggest, the stupidity is to think that because you have a degree.
But you know what too though, bro? Sometimes our people have to stop being so damn gullible.
That's right.
And
the
they gotta
problem
stop
is
always want to be a part of something instead of being a part of your damn self.
we have to understand that everybody, and like I say, they'll call for your head when for shit that they don't understand. People try to just help. I want you to understand it. Knowledge is definitely power. Our power. And once we keep on pushing it, we got to do more than just talk. It's gonna come a time before we're gonna have to stop talking and actually start doing the work. What we're gonna have to do. I'm gonna back out, brother. Y'all take over.
What's his name say? What's his name say? His partner did his dogs. He said, my homie did the dog that shit came back to 3 different races. That fella and one of them from here. Shit came, I'm trying to tell you, man, I seen the video of the man do this stuff. I'm like, are you going from West Africa? Let me know right there. Everybody who they did, this was a scam, man. And you got people paying $200 and something a pop to get this shit, to get it done. To get it done, you got people paying $200 a pop, man. So think about it. If you get five or 10 people, you end up you getting money to lie to people, basically. That's exactly what you were doing. You basically getting money to lie to folks, which same thing as the pastor, but it is what it is at the end of the day, though. But yeah, you know. But I just want people to just stop being so gullible and just figure yourself out for yourself. And don't expect everybody to figure it out for you. This ain't not hard to do. If you need help with anything, trying to find out your parents, your great grandparents and stuff like that, there are people in the community that can help you. Just gotta reach out and ask them to help you. And you got to want to put in the work too. They can start you. You just gotta finish your process. It's not hard to do. And if you have family members in here, older family members that know the truth, like your grandmother and stuff, ask them the truth. They'll tell you. They'll tell you where you from. And I'm willing to bet you ain't from no Africa. But I can tell you this though. We are the original people, but we not just indigenous to North America. We indigenous to the universe. Because we all over the place. So don't just dumb it down to subject to North America. No, you indigenous to the whole universe. You the original one. Always and will forever be the original one. We're the most imitated people in the world. Everybody want to be melanated until you have melanated people problems. Everybody. And it said that everybody want to be black except everybody want to be melanated except the melanated people. You got your Sambos want to be white, want to be accepted by the blue collar white folks. Not all, but I'm just saying. You see, when you understand and acknowledge the fact that you're the original one, nobody can stop you, man. Nobody can stop you. And you have to stop thinking this physical form. This physical form is only here temporarily. When you get to venture out and experience the outer body experience and stuff like that, then you will see what I'm saying. It's other dimensions that we can when we pass on and stuff we go to. Life don't just stop when you pass on. This is the temporary. This body, shit, we here temporary. We renting it. When this go back to does your soul, your spirit, that goes on. Then you get to experience the other part of your life which you didn't get a chance to tap into here when you was on Earth. There's other dimensions besides Earth, man. It's bigger than this. Peanut must have can't get back in. We just got to learn how to just get it. We just got to learn and figure out who we is, where we come from, and don't let somebody else think about it like this. How can a colonizer tell you where you come from? See, sometimes y'all have to sit down and use common sense. Common sense beat book smart any day, bro. Any day. We supposed to sit back and accept the fact that they did everything. They the most superior ones. But can't stand the fucking sun. But can't stand the goddamn sun. But y'all the superior ones. Right. And the reason why we cannot and let me know He said, "Let me know if you can hear me. You can hear me." He came back. I'm waiting on him to come back in now. He got there. You go. There. He coming back in now. You know, I'm just saying, for me
You hear me,
personally,
brother?
man. Yeah, I can hear you now.
I mean, brother, for the longest you've been running, and you notice you didn't hear me talking, boy, you just been running. I've been asking you like 24/7. Can you hear me? Do you
My
even look at
bad.
the chat?
I just looked at the chat just now. I just looked at the chat and saw it.
But that's okay. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Rashawn? What's up? Like I said, we've been having some technical difficulties, but as you can see, 504 Indigenous Warrior, he held it down through the whole time, not knowing that I've been asking him, "Do you hear me, brother?"
My bad, but I ain't hear you. No, I'm trying to make sure you get it organized. 'Cause every time we start talking about stuff like this and start trying to help other people out and help people get to where they need to be at. You know how StreamYard get there, wants to help nobody. Like I say, anybody in the chat that need actual help and finding their family and trace their roots and stuff like that, there, just reach out to one of us, man. Chief, me, and inbox us on Instagram and stuff, and we'll help y'all and put y'all in the right direction with the right folks to help y'all chase y'all genealogy, and y'all can go from there.
Yeah,
I send
I
that
already
olive
talked
branch
to
to anybody that's in the
I already
chat.
talked to a brother today. I already talked to a brother today, and like I told him, it takes one step at a time, and we got to make these moves on trying to, because once you know who you are, and then you're gonna be able to be confident in what you do, whatever steps that you make in the future. Once you know who you are, and that's the thing that you have to understand, as being so you can be confident in knowing. And I want people to understand that you're gonna have problems out here. You're gonna deal the problem with holding down, knowing who you are. You're gonna have oppositions. You're gonna have oppositions. You're gonna have people that's gonna say, "No, you're not them people." You're gonna have people due to the color of your skin. It's like fighting, or it's like what our ancestors have went through during this the 70s, and the early 50s and 60s. And you have to understand that they kept fighting, even though I never understood. They fought hard to want to vote. We got to stop wanting to do what our oppressor do. See, the problem is we were okay being segregated. We were okay being separated. And the problem is we want to be doing what our oppressor do. And that's the problem now. If you look at what's going on with our nation, the people, we want to do everything that the white man do. And that's where we fall short as a nation of people. We got to start coming together and learning more about us, learning more that we are always sitting here worrying about what why the police did this to us, why the police did that to us, but yet a lot of our brothers and sisters want to be police. You got to understand that we have to remove ourselves from certain shit. Certain things that just don't belong to us. Certain things that don't apply to us. We want to be everything that the white man. There was a time, and I said this last night. There was a time when the white woman looked at the melanated woman, and she looked at the melanated, dark-skinned woman, and she was like, "Ew! Look at her lips. Ew! Look at her hips. Ew! Look at her booty." Now you see that they want to be just like our women. And we got some no good ass men who look at the white woman and say, "Ooh, look how beautiful that woman is," but refuse to look in the doors and look in the house, look at what they got, and look at the woman that's in their community. We so good with uplifting the outside, but we don't have a damn good thing to say about how beautiful our women are. And that's a hurting thing when it comes down. We really got some brothers who really don't love their own mother. We got brothers who, you come from a melanated woman and you can't stand a melanated woman, because a lot of that comes from upbringing, how certain women have treated their sons. And I tell women today that when you calling your sons bitches and hoes, when you acting ratchet towards your sons ain't gonna like other women. And a lot of people don't understand these things, that what I'm talking about. Shout out to Curtis. Shout out to Charles Johnson. People better start getting on top of their genealogy very quick, because they are already changing records. They're already making it difficult so you won't be a part of the brain. So you could go around all day long saying that you are Aborigine. You could go all day long, but if you're not making your movements, you're
Look
not
at
making progress.
look. We making so much records. We making so much noise out here in these streets. The white folks are so nervous to where they done went so far to create a bill to take African American and male and female off your birth certificates.
Well,
It's not going to be no more male or female on your birth certificates when
I,
y'all
I
have
don't I don't
12.
know I don't know about that, because I don't know too many people that got African American on their birth certificate.
Hey, it's people with it on that. It's people with African American on their birth certificate.
Well, I
But
I really don't know.
I
Shout out to
don't have it.
Marcus. You have to understand. Look, man. Look, let me tell you something. I don't have no African American on my birth certificate. Okay, my children don't have it on their birth certificate. They don't have black on there. Okay, so I want people to understand. People got to pay attention to their birth certificates and actually look at their birth certificate. Do you ever take the time to actually see what your birth certificate say? A lot of people don't. But what you got to understand, in 1988, that they passed a bill for you for African Americans to be called African Americans. Now that a lot of people who did not feel comfortable being called African, they started using black. Okay, so my thing is this, that they didn't change it multiple times. They have done these things multiple damn times, called you Afro and all these other things. My thing, it is what it is. Indigenous Aborigine. And we need to just go with it, go with the flow. Indigenous Aborigine. And that's what we have to do. Because if they can change things, we can change things. It's always been, we have been, they have erased, they have manipulated our minds, our head. They have told us, we go around letting people tell us who we are. That's a damn shame. It's a damn shame when you allow people to tell you who you are. Chief Willie here, how could you allow somebody from the outside to tell you who you are? And we have to understand these things. Go ahead, 504. You don't want to give the man name out, but what is his name?
What you say?
You don't want to give the man name out, but what is his name? I think people should be aware of people who are tearing down our own people.
Um, just just Google the guy with the red beard and mustache.
Is that your partner, son?
No, that's the guy. I'm telling you. I think his name is T Nathan.
Team Nathan?
T as in the letter T Nathan.
Okay. Because like I said, that brother really sold
Peace,
out
brother
his.
Charles Johnson. I see peace to everybody in the chat. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to speak to anyone. But I'm sorry, man. But a peace to everybody in the chat. Brother Tony, Chief Sundown, everybody.
Another thing I wanted to talk to you. I got you here, 504 Indigenous Warrior. Um,
Make it
let's
quick.
talk about and this is something that needs to be talked about. Let's talk about the
What?
missing melanated women that are
Right.
missing,
Okay,
and
okay, now
melanated
check this
men,
out.
young boys.
I was I was trying to get people.
Before you talk, brother, listen to what I'm trying to say. And shout out
Look,
Righteous
get
King.
them
Shout out
right.
to Righteous King.
If I cut you out.
Okay, listen. The part what I want people to understand is this: they are missing young men and they are missing young women that are being passed over. Nobody's talking about. Now, Molly gets
Wait,
kidnapped.
pause. What
Hold
you
on,
trying to
brother.
say, Cash
Hold
Gold?
on, brother.
Please.
Can I
Read the
finish
comment
talking?
with Cash Gold just said.
What?
That's why I say pause.
Okay, listen. What the point? What I'm making to you, bro, is that Molly is out here. Okay, shout out to Browns. And I don't wish kidnapping on anybody. I don't give a damn what color they are. But show the same compassion when it happens to people of color. If you guys not noticing your little boys, your little girls are being taken, what you gotta say about that, bro?
True. Okay. I know everybody didn't have noticed they have been wasting time with a little white girl on TV, but we already know how Barbie killed her. Okay, there are at least 700 melanated women in her area, um, that has been missing, and not one news coverage, not CNN, MSN, not one anything has brought up and talked about any one of them 700 melanated people that's missing in the same area she's from. Not one. But yet, for the last 2 weeks, we've been seeing a little white girl on TV talking about she missing. And that's what I try to tell people. We don't get the same news coverage like white people. We don't get the same nothing. So we are not equal. Period.
That's why it's so easy for them to steal the organs. And that's what you gotta understand. That's why it's so easy for them to take our women body parts, our men body parts. This is why. Because nobody really give a damn about people of color. And it's been this way for a long time. And, you know, even our people are not out there looking the way they should be looking for them. Because I have told you this before. If it ain't your children, why do you give a damn? See, we have this way of this squirrel mentality in our life to believe that we only take care of our people, our individual people in our household. But then when something happens to our children, do we want people to be boohooing and out there fighting to try and find, our children? A lot of people, a lot of our people are aware of these melanin brothers and sisters going missing. Majority of us still don't feel the need to establish our own news station. We can really get the word out. We don't have our own radio stations. Well, and if you do, it's all about sports. We don't we you know sports and politics. We gotta remove. We gotta talk about the things that's happening in our community. We need news that focus on our communities, and we have to make sure that we keep immigrants out of our neighborhoods. See, this is the things that we don't talk about. Keeping immigrants out of our neighborhood. This is not racist talk. See, what we don't think about when we talk about economics, when we talk about money and economics, we have to find ways to keep the immigrant who's going to send the money not into the community, they're going to send it to their families. And I want you guys to understand that. They send the money to their families. They don't send that money to our families. And one of the reasons why I put pan Africans in here, because you got a lot of pan Africans who come here to make a dollar, who becomes a doctor, who becomes a lawyer, who becomes successful, but they don't put their money back into America. They take their money right back to Africa. That is not what we need. We need to keep immigrants and the ones who don't even have can't no respect for us, because in America they put their nose up at us when they come here, and we just letting these people win. They are winning while we're losing. They are winning while we're losing. We are allowing them to come in. Mexicans come here to get restaurants. They got a restaurant everywhere you go. The Mexicans got them a nice restaurant, and it be in our neighborhoods. When you look at the Vietnamese, when you look at the Chinese, what the Japanese stores, where do you think that they come at? Where do you think that they're building their muscle from? Our people who cover the news should do it. Can't leave it up to the other people to report about us. And this is the things that we do this, and we don't have to start reporting our own news. We're gonna have to start reporting our own news. And I want you guys to understand that. I want you guys to understand the real truth about what's going on economically when it comes down to our people. What are we really building with each other? America had to say that it was built by us. We let everybody walk in for free. But America is owned by white people, white European. You have no say so when it comes to the United States laws. We can bankrupt America, cash God. We can bankrupt. There's not a people, and I want you to understand this. There's not a people that have more money than melanated copper people. We spend fuck up. We spend. See, you got to understand. We spend with the wrong way. There's a lot of ways that we spend in the wrong fashion, and if we can actually bankrupt America if we are not being respected. And that's the things that I want you to understand. I know what you're talking about. That is ran by Europeans. Yes, it is ran by you, but it's not owned by Europeans. We own America. It's time to start handing out evictions. Yes, when you stop paying, when you stop going to their restaurants, when you stop going to their banks, when you stop spending your money, your hard good money into their livelihoods, then you will understand what I'm talking about. We can exhaust, we can become powerful just like the Asian people. When you look at we can be powerful just like the Jewish people. But the problem is we can't come together. We can't come together economically. We can't come together because we got negative talk about Europeans. Europeans owning everything. A European don't own shit if you don't pay for it. Walmart right now has told people if they're not vaccinated, they can't come in their store. So you have to understand the things that I'm talking about is the facts. The facts is that we have power. And don't forget the churches, because the churches have swamped our people for many years. The churches have swamped our people from dough. Look how rich these church ministers are. Look how powerful these church ministers are. When you see the ground, how they building these TD Jakes and them have $1 million homes, and imagine if our people stop giving all of our money to all these churches out here who are criminally ripping our people off, and we use our money for things that can help the community. We would be stronger than what we are. We are weak because we're not seeing the light. And there's going to come a time where you better see the light because we're falling into captivity again. You got to wake up. There's going to have a time. There's a time and a place. And this is the time and the place. It all starts with you to stop shopping at white-only facilities. Start putting your money. We have so many black ownerships in America, and people refuse to support it. People go bankrupt. People y'all don't even understand the reality. Go out into your communities and see. You will pass over a brother that's working hard. You would pass over a brother that's out there selling lemonade, and you would go give it to the white little girl who's selling lemonade. That's how you are. That's how you are. And we got to get rid of that mentality that we can spend lemonade on our daughters. See, that's not hate when you love your people. It's not about racism when you love your people. We just want to be on the same playing field. And we have not been on the same playing field. If you believe that you have been on the same playing field, then you're naive. They don't have you equal. And I want you guys to understand that. It's not an equal playing field when it comes down to Aborigine people, when it comes down to melanated, dark complexion people in America. We are not on the same playing field. But you want to take well enough. You want to take well enough and say, oh, you know what? I'm good what they give me. I'm good what they give me. If they gave me the projects, I'm good with them giving me the projects. If they give me food stamps, I'm good with they giving me food stamps. See, you got to understand to get away from these generational curses, you got to think higher and not low. Church has been pushing it. And I want people to understand this. Because you got to understand that the churches are a non-profit organization that is making money from the government. So church is going to do what they got to do to get their peace. And all these millions of dollars, you up there sitting up there, you sick, you poor, you going to church, you give your tithes every week, you are very faithful. And you gave your own your light bill money, and you still living in your condition. The conditions that you live in is because you allow yourself to live in that condition, believing in Sky Daddy. Well, then the Bible don't even speaks of the letter J. And you guys don't understand that when you read the Bible, but the Bible was speaking of that the disciples were speaking to Hebrews. That they was not speaking to everybody. That's why I don't like to get into religion. We got to remove ourselves from religion and start helping our own self in communities. Start uplifting. There's nothing wrong with praying. There's nothing wrong with praying to the sun, praying to the spirit. If you're a spiritual person, keep on doing what you're doing because you're still going to get your blessings. Whatever makes you feel good, do it. But don't allow people to keep taking. Don't allow people to take your hard-earned money. We see it on social media. We got brothers and sisters that come to look for people to be their savior. We got brothers that worship some of the people that comes online. And they give their hard-earned money to the likes of Brother Polite, to the likes of Dr. Umar Johnson, to the likes of Young Pharaoh, to the likes of Asaneta TV, who has made nothing but money, thousands of dollars off of your people calling you African. And what has that word African done for you? What has it done for you? See, you got to understand that these people have robbed you. Shout out to the telepath God. These people have robbed you. And they're continuously robbing you. When are you going to wake out the darkness? When are you going to understand your truth? When are you going to understand your worth? It starts with genealogy. It starts with learning who you are as an Aborigine man and an Aborigine female. We have to separate ourselves. We can't no longer wait for people who don't want to be who don't want to learn. We can't. All they becoming is a distraction. We keep on battling the Pan Africans, battling the mongoloids. These are distractions. So it's time for us to separate from people who don't think like us. because all they doing is holding us back to what we trying to accomplish as Aborigine people. Sometimes you just got, it took me hard. I had to drop some friends. Sometimes you got to drop some people that just don't mean too well for you. You get tired of arguing with the same people, arguing with people who are draining you. And I had to drop some friends. And that's what we have to do as an Aborigine community. By the very people who built the country will be the very people who will burn the country to the ground in the end. The colonizers will leave no other choice. A man will not give his power away. And that is a fact. A man will not give his power away. That's why I keep telling people. I said, when you listen, when you sitting there talking about that, it's time to just take note. These people, you got to be prepared for war. You think these people are just going to give you back this country? You think that all the things that they have achieved on our backs, you think they want to give that up? You think they're going to go without a fight? Some of you people don't even know how to shoot. Some of you brothers and sisters don't know how to survive in the woods. Don't know how to survive when lights come out. People tell me all the time, why do you live in the New Orleans area? Why do you live on the beaches? Why do you live in areas where hurricanes come? Because I got survival skills. And that's the things that you have to understand. Shout out to the Nubian queen, Janet. Shout out to you. And I want people to understand that. When are you preparing in case something drastic, a catastrophic, you have a major thing that happens? What are you going to prepare for? Because we're getting in a time where are you prepared to go without lights? Are you prepared? Have you started growing your own food yet? Are your ass lazy? Because we have a lot of people who are lazy. Ain't start that garden yet. But keep telling people what they're going to do. Keep telling people what the changes that they're going to make in their life. All they do is talk. We have many people who talk, but don't have survival skills. Are you teaching your children how to shoot? Because their children know how to shoot. They have their children hunting. They have their children hunting and fishing. They teach their children survival skills. You can't talk about no European people. Because the European people you gotta give them credit where credit is due. They people out there, they people are great hunters. They bring them to Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts. And because our lazy people, we don't tend to do this kind of shit. Just because you see these little boys in the street with guns, reckless, don't know how to shoot a damn gun. They're out there in the hood shooting each other up. Don't even know what it is like to don't know a damn thing how to shoot a gun. And they're laughing at us. And these are the things that you got to understand. Are you built for war? You can talk a good game, but are you built for war? Are you ready to go weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks without food? Do you know how to cut animals? Do you know how to cut a wild bull if you had to? Shout out to Monique Hill. Yeah, other than our former Marine Rainstorm, other than our former Marines, and we're not talking about the people who've been basically trained in this situation. We're talking about the people, the average Joe person that has not had military skills. Yeah, and girls shaking that ass. That's all they knew. Shaking that ass. That's all they could. You know, when are we gonna get the mindset out of our young people that your body is to be cherished and not flaunting around like a piece of meat? When are we going to talk more to our young ladies about the work, about their work in life? That they don't love themselves, don't love their body, don't love, you know, we all, you got these, these celebrities out here, you know, it is what it is. We got to let these young ladies, I told you that it all started when you talk about Jim Crow. When Jim Crow talks about how to destroy the melanated, the Negro, how to destroy that Negro. And it's easy to do it by telling that the black Barbie doll is ugly and the white Barbie doll is fair. And I want you guys to understand that. We got to protect our babies. Because I'm going to tell you this, I can sit here and preach a sermon, talk all I want. Our offspring is not heading in the right direction. And there won't be no future tribes if we can't get our own people together. I'm learning all that I can from my dad, my mom, my auntie, my uncles. They did everything in the country on a only person. And see, and that's big facts. And as I talked about the situation about Mr. Marquez, how he did everything for his daughter, and his daughter didn't do everything for him, and the man died. You see, none of you guys in the chat are getting younger, and I want you guys to sit this well in your minds. You're not getting younger. We're not getting younger. So if we're gonna accomplish anything, we gotta accomplish things right now. We're not getting younger. And we're not building communities, strong communities. Stop being afraid of these young people. See, I come from the kick ass. I come from you got that ass whoop. We got whipped with switches and shit. And my grandmother used to say, I'm going to cut the snot out of you. Peanut, I'm going to cut the snot out of you. See, my grandmother really cut the snot out of me. But she made me the one, you know, that's why I get the respect. Shout out to Day Moon in the house. Day Moon. For those, please follow Day Moon. Day Moon is an artist. Shout out to Day Moon. And I want you guys to understand this, that I've been having it hard. I've been having it so hard the last 3 weeks. But I'm back. I was so sick. So much in pain. I dealt with that not the COVID-19, not the low potassium. I went for 240 pounds, 45 pounds to 213 pounds. I lost weight dramatically, but I'm back on top. I'm eating again. I couldn't eat anything. You're here today and you're gone tomorrow. You're here today and you're gone tomorrow. And I want people to understand that. And when you close your eyes, you want to leave something. And whatever effects that you have on your people, you want to leave something righteous. You got to look to yourself. What did you do? You know, you get to a certain age, you get to a certain part. What have you accomplished in your life? yourself, all these prized possessions that you have. You look to yourself, you got a car, you got a house, but are you really truly happy with yourself? What have you accomplished in your life? Did you really do the things that you really wanted to do? What is your legacy? And what do you want to leave behind for your offspring? We all want to accomplish greatness. We all want the best life. But what are we doing? Well, it's one thing for you to be good, but it's another thing for your family to be down bad. You looking good, everybody else looking bad. But you want to talk about we tribes and shit. We got one part of the tribe poor and the other part of the tribe doing well. We don't think nothing about our people. Divine abiding in the house. We don't give a damn about what's going on in our when it comes down to our people. There's gonna have to come a time where you're gonna have to understand people have to die around you for you to give a damn. Because life is too short. People around you have to die for you to wake up as a nation of people. Goddamn, you start talking about he was a good person. He was a great person, but the motherfucker died. You want to talk about him when he died, but not talking about when he living. Shout out to Black Wolf. That brother Black Wolf in the house. Oh, yeah. I want you to understand. I'm feeling like I'm feeling myself again. Cherokee Tulu in the house. I'm feeling myself again. You look at your daughters. You look at your sons. And you should want the best for them. We got so many parents that want to be their children because they fucked up in their life. They had a bad life so they want to be every bit of their children. Children can't even talk to them. They want to be everything that they want everything to be about them. Cherokee Tulu in the house always representing. Master Green 8 in the house. Shout out to you. We are family. We are family in my chat. One thing I love about my chat, it don't be having but 50 people in my chat. Sometimes it be 80. But guess what? We family. I don't get all the big, 100 and 200. But guess what? I got family in the chat. We got great people. And I got the mature people in my chat. You got to love mature people that understand about life circumstances. Pony like a soldier. Tony, a soldier. Copper Color TY, a soldier. Monique Hill, a soldier. Realize TV, a soldier. I can go on and on about how many soldiers. My brother, Rainstorm, soldier. But we got to put this shit together. We got brothers and sisters, everybody live for that moment. And before I close, and I want you guys to understand that no matter what you're going through, there's always somebody that have it worse than you. You might think that you having a tough time in your life. And I want you guys to understand that at some point, in some moment, somebody got it better than you. We don't know. Some people don't tell their truth. We must and we should rejoice in that in this important time. We can take our land back because America has fallen. America has fallen. I'm in Florida, so to speak. And America has fallen. I'm not in Florida. I'm in Georgia right now. Peanut, I need to give you my G. Yes, my brother. I think I still got your number, man. I think I still got your number, man. I'm definitely gonna give you a call. You know what I'm saying? But I want you guys to understand that never look down on a man unless you're gonna lift him up. So that was an old preacher used to tell me that all the time. Never look down on a man unless you're gonna lift him up, because there's so many things that men carry, so many burdens that men carry, so many things that people carry in their life, so many things that people carry in their life that's on their heart. But one thing, Cherokee Tolu has said on the panel many times, you guys got to get it together now. You guys got to get it together now. What the fuck are you waiting for? Because you're going to be left behind. If you don't dagger in your truth, you're going to be left behind. I want you guys to understand that. You truly don't know how blessed you really is. Everybody got problems in their life. Everybody got something wrong. They got you go through things, difficulties in your relationships. Everybody got hard times that happens. And you're not alone. Everybody got like circumstances, financial problems. Everybody got a problem in their life. You're not alone. We are one Aborigine. So I'd like to thank everybody for showing up today. And it is what it is. I finally got a chance to, I have like I said, I'm happy that I've been having a little energy to be able to not a little energy. Actually, I've been, really, really feeling good. Been really feeling good. And I know it's been time, it's been a while, and I was hoping that none of y'all left and not unfollow me because I haven't been showing up. I'm just so happy that you guys stay strong for my channel, you know what I'm saying? And while I was down and out, you know what I'm saying? We must build. We must build together. Ultra light in the house. Well, ultra light, you think you made me want to get a chorus light around here. We got ultra light in the house. I ain't had a good beer in a long time. You heard me? I've been sick and shit. Ultra light. We got a little ultra light in here. You heard me? We got ultra light. Let's put ultra light on here because we got ultra light. Ultra light. I need to give me some ultra light. But all jokes aside, it is what it is. You hear me? You got for you to live your life. And I want people to understand this. As long as you know me, smile. Smile. Don't let the world get you down. Be happy. Don't let people that surround you with negativity. Release yourself. Be happy who you are. Love who you are. Don't let nobody or anybody pull you down. Be who you are. And keep moving. We all got hard times in our life. We all got shit, man. It's not perfect out here. But you can't love anybody till you love you. Give yourself a hug and say, I love you. Okay, I'm gonna end it down right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna end it down right now. Enjoy, and I appreciate you too. You know what I'm saying? So let me kick this down like this. I got for those in here, if you didn't get a chance, please hit that like button and subscribe to Peanut Nola 504. Also hit the bell. Remember, let's try to get this video up to 1K. It's been a while since I've been trying to get these numbers back up. You know what I'm saying? If you hit the like button, also let's try to share the video. You know, I appreciate you guys if you can share the video. Okay, share the content. Okay. Remember that this is an Aborigine perspective. You remember that I'm not talking about nobody else. This is the perspective from the Aborigine. Okay. And remember, we had an open panel today. And if you guys would like to support the channel, you want to donate anything to the channel, you're welcome. Okay, I'm not gonna beg nobody for no cash. You know what I'm saying? I don't beg. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, if you want to support the channel and you respect the stuff that I do, you know, it is what it is. You know. So once again, I would like to thank everybody. We got Marcus in the house, and we got Divina Bowden. And much love to all of you, Master Green. So I'm gonna like I said, Day Moon, and we got D Harris and everything. You know what I'm saying? Power. You know, always remember that I got a high spirit, that I got a high energy, a high spirit. If you can't, don't ever half step in what you do. Don't ever half step, because people thrive off of your energy, and that's what we want to do. We want let's thrive off each other energies. Okay, so I want to thank you guys once again, and okay, you know, Tomahawk just came in. Okay, shout out to you, Tomahawk. So let me get this thing popping out, and peace and blessings. Remember that the comments in the chat may not reflect the opinions of Peanut Nola 504 in this Aborigine chat. Um, Peace and blessings to you, Halito. All glory goes to the Most High.